I saw you on the street, would I have you in my dreams tonight? If I saw you on the street, would I have you in my dreams tonight? Tonight. If I saw you on the street, would I have you?
So the band name for this band is written Alvvays, with two V's in the middle, but apparently it's pronounced Always, and they spelt it differently because there was already a band on the same label with the name Always, and they just wanted to be Always. So they called themselves that and changed the spelling. They are a Canadian band. They're centered around their singer-songwriter who's called Molly Rankin. They were formed in 2011. They have released 3 albums, and they're still going. Hi, my name's Dan. So this was the second album by Always, and it's my first encounter with them. So it's a new experience for me. I've seen a couple of descriptions of what this music might be and what the band might be. I think indie pop is not a bad description of this. It might give you a general idea. So we've got kind of standard band combination, but a particular focus on guitar. There's bass and drums and stuff, etc. Some of it is faster. Some of it is verging on the kind of post-punk, even kind of slightly punky sound in there. And then some of it's kind of a bit more like indie, which gives you kind of a washy guitar background, and some of it's more mellow. And actually there's a pretty big variety here, from stuff that's got quite a heavy backing to stuff that's quite light, and across all this is quite melody driven. So there's a lot of kind of tune stuff going on, and therefore it's quite accessible. And so I think the word pop applies in here rather than saying it's rock, maybe. But I want to kind of put a caveat on that it's kind of more like 80s pop rock than certainly than pop of the 2000s. It doesn't have that sound of very artificial everything. And it does have a sound of it. It's a band, and there are people playing instruments, so it has that feel like, maybe the Bangles might, or something like that from the 80s. The vocals are kind of somewhere on the dreamy spectrum, so it's this girl Molly who's singing, and it's not kind of full-on dream pop, I wouldn't say, but it's definitely leaning in that direction. It's quite dreamily sung, and it's reverbed, and it's quite gentle. And also one of the other characteristics is that it's kind of done a bit deadpan, so there's maybe less emotion coming through there. It's quite a pleasant voice, but it feels fairly generic. So it reminded me of quite a few things. Excuse me. A couple of times it reminded me of, so there was a song by a band called Sixpence None the Richer called Kiss Me, and her vocals reminded me of that. It reminded me occasionally a little bit, probably just because it's a female lead, of stuff like Blondie and No Doubt, but it's less tight and focused, given that it's got the bit more kind of dream qualities to it. Songs are about general life stuff. There's slightly unusual lyrics at times. I think the one that I picked up most strongly what it was about is Dreams Tonight, which is about having fantasies about people. And so I would say it's okay. It's mildly distinctive, but not hugely so. I think it might appeal to people who like female-led pop rock, or soft rock. Like, I'm just going to reference 10,000 Maniacs here. If you like them, you might like this. Don't know. So it was okay. I quite enjoyed it. I'm not, kind of falling over myself in enthusiasm, just a little bit. So maybe tripping slightly in enthusiasm. I don't know what that means. Right, okay. So, as always, please do tell me what you think of this album. I'd love to get the conversation going, and that's it from me for now.